Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are at what might be a familiar sight to some. This happens to be the same spot where we fought Gyobu, who happens to be the first real boss of the game. And here we are at the end of the game. We are about to fight the Demon of Hatred, who is that big, hulking specimen right in front of us, or right behind us, I should say. And this is, I think some would make a case, and a pretty good case at that this is the hardest boss in the game. I will say this is an optional boss, but if you're going for all achievements and whatnot, you're going to have to kill this boss because you get an achievement for killing him. And he also drops 2 lapis lazuli, I believe it's 2, after killing him. And that is very important if you're trying to get all of the prosthetic upgrades as well. So he hits like a Mack truck, unfortunately. It's very difficult to get a leg up on him. It's counterintuitive, but my strategy is to stay close to him. And the reason for that is he does have some close range attacks, but some of his attacks, if you're close to him, he'll actually overshoot you, so you'll kind of dodge them. He does have a dash attack that does just an obscene amount of damage if you don't dodge it. Really, the way to dodge it is to jump to the side once you see that symbol. It's kind of a reflex-based thing. This boss fight, quite honestly, will probably take you several tries. It's just a hard fight. He's got 3 health bars, and it's just overall meant to be a very challenging fight. To prepare, I'm actually going to take this off just to make it easier to navigate the quick items that I actually will be using. He is immune to firecrackers. I'm actually going to use the Suzaku's Lotus Umbrella because it absorbs fire damage, and also the Malcontent Whistle. So the Malcontent Whistle has a very specific use in this fight in that you can use it up to 3 times to temporarily stun the boss. And so I typically use that in his 3rd phase. I use it as a boost to get through the very end of the fight. You can use it more than 3 times. You can blow it a 4th time, but really the effect only happens 3 times. After you blow it that 3rd time, it has 0 effect on the boss. So you're just kind of wasting it. You'll notice it does have quite a hefty spirit emblem cost at 4 spirit emblems. And so if you use it those 3 times, you're using 12 of what I have now 17 spirit emblems. And so when it comes to using the umbrella, we're going to actually have to use that rather sparingly. That would give us a maximum of 5 usages if we're going to get the maximum of 5 usages for the umbrella if we're going to get the 3 usages out of the Malcontent Whistle. And so the fire attacks that I use the umbrella for are really only in the 2nd and 3rd phases. The 1st phase, he doesn't really use these sort of long-range burn-inducing fire attacks that he uses in the 2nd and 3rd phase. So again, I'm going to kind of save it for that point in time to use in that 2nd phase and later. And then, of course, in the 3rd phase, I get the most out of the Malcontent Whistle that I can possibly get, just because by then you're going to be reeling and you're going to need all the help you can get. So hopefully you have these prosthetic upgrades. If you've been following along with my walkthrough, you should have them if you're kind of following the same steps. It's very unlikely, to be honest, that I'm going to get this guy on the first try. I'm going to do my best to kind of explain while I'm doing, but again, it is a kind of high concentration type fight. I will say this is more of in my opinion, more of a Dark Souls or Bloodborne type boss. And what I mean by that is I go more for a health kill instead of a posture kill. So he's one of the very few bosses that I focus on draining his health more than I do building up his posture. So that being said, I'm going to throw on my Akko Sugar and some Divine Confetti, and let's have at it. So this is the Demon of Hatred. Let's do this. Hopefully have some fun. So you can see, yeah, look at that damage. He has some stomp attacks, so that attack you want to run back and jump, and then it actually gives you an opportunity to grapple, which will give you a couple shots on him. When he throws his arm up like that, you're going to want to run to the side and get behind him, and you'll get a few shots off. Those stomp attacks you can actually deflect. So I try to deflect those, or you can keep running around behind him like that and get behind him and you get a few shots on. So he almost got half of his first health bar already. Just look at that damage. It is absurd. It is literally absurd how much damage this guy does. And so, yep, that kind of, there's his dash attack. So you want to jump, when you see that symbol, you want to jump immediately to your left, and you might dodge it, but you might not. But jumping to your left immediately is your best shot at dodging it. So there's his jump attack. You want to jump backwards, and that time it hit me, dang it. But I'm going to try to heal up real quick and hopefully get to the side here, which I did. Okay, nice. So again, get close. You want to get close because he is deadly wherever you're at, but you see that when I was close, that attack actually overshot me. So he's deadly wherever you're at in this map, but he's less deadly close than he is from afar. All right. Oh, there's his jump attack. Run back and jump. Grapple on and get a couple shots on him. And now he's stunned. And that should be his first health bar. Nope, not quite. He's got 1 HP left, and he's going to make use of that 1 HP. Dang it. All right. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. That's just obscene. I'm going to try to get a pellet off on here and get the death blow. Perfect. Okay. So second phase, he will have some new attacks that I'm going to want to use the umbrella to defend against. So I'm going to throw on my Akko Sugar and my confetti, and then he's basically just going to blow us back. And then we're going to have to re-engage. So let's see. That's his dash attack. You definitely want to be out of the way of that because that'll do... Now, this is an attack you want to use the umbrella on because it will burn you and do a ton of damage. So just same kind of strategy, though. He does have a couple new attacks to be aware of, but more or less it's the same kind of ordeal. Get behind him, stay close. Try to deflect those stomps, which I kind of didn't do right there, but I always try to. Run to the side of that big arm attack. Oh, he's stunned, and I didn't capitalize on it fully. Oh, well. Oh, headbutt. Hello. Dash attack, jump to the left. And then after the dash attack in the second phase, he usually does that overhead slam that you want to guard against with the umbrella. So jump attack, run behind, jump away, grapple. There we go. Looking pretty good. Almost through his second health bar here. Ooh, yes, we dodged all of those attacks. Nice. Dash attack, jump to the left. Barely made it that time, and then after the dash attack, second phase, you want to use that Lotus Umbrella. Or not the Lotus Umbrella, the whatever it's called, the red umbrella. Almost got his second health bar down. All right, come on, let's get it. Third phase, awesome. Okay, so Malcontent Whistle at the ready. First of all, throw on Akko Sugar and confetti. And so this, he does like this little sweep attack. If you're in the middle of it, you should survive. Use the Malcontent Whistle. Dang it, come on. Ooh, not looking good. All right, that's okay. First resurrect here. Immediately heal. All right, come on, let's get this Malcontent Whistle. So there we go, he blew it, and see, he's stunned. I don't have my confetti on, unfortunately. But we can use it 2 more times. I'm gonna throw some confetti on. And, oh, hello there. Oh geez. Didn't dodge the dash that time. Okay, so let's blow the Malcontent again. So he's stunned, run up, get some hits in. All right, so he's stunned. We have 1 more use of the Malcontent left. All right, so he's gonna do his big oh gosh, please don't die here. Please do not die here. All right, Malcontent 3rd time. Use it. So that's the 3rd use of the Malcontent Whistle. And we have almost got his 3rd health bar down. He's doing his dash attack, dang it. Okay, we are, use the umbrella. No, dang it. All right, I'm out of heals here. Use the umbrella, use it. Oh. So you can see this is coming down to the wire. Oh gosh. Oh geez, dash attack. All right, I'm gonna throw on some, get out of the way, Dang it. All right. Run to the side. All right, let's not screw this up. Come on, almost got him. Deflect. Almost got him. Almost got him. Yes! Ooh, that is such a tough fight. Oh my goodness gracious. Shinobi execution for the ages. And we get the memory for the demon of hatred. And we get our lapis lazuli. I mean, look at this. Look at this. 0 heals left. 0 pellets left. No spirit emblems left. No Akko sugar. 1 divine confetti. I mean, it does not get any closer than that. It does not get any closer. Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess technically it could get closer if I had used some resurrections. Because I only used 1 of my resurrections instead of I had 2 left. Wow. So you'll notice that I'm kind of like smoking right now, and that's because using the Suzuki or whatever it's called umbrella, I was absorbing some projected force. And so if I were to let go of the umbrella and attack right away, it uses up that I had some stored up fire that I could have used projected force on. But anyway, that's what that kind of steaming stuff was. All right, so I'm going to go back to throwing on my firecrackers because really this is the only boss that I use the red umbrella on, and this is the only boss that I use the malcontent whistle on. Okay, so, my heart is thumping. That is such a difficult fight. Oh my gosh. And so this is, the kind of outside the Ashina Castle area. There's some additional items around here. We just got a lump of grave wax, which that's hard to come by, so you definitely want to pick that up. And then over here, this is same merchant that we've talked to before. I'm going to see if I can store some of my money here, which I can at least get a little bit of it stored, because I've got a lot of freaking money that's at risk. Actually, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to buy some divine confetti, because why not? And so you may notice that when we killed the demon of hatred, he referenced us by name. He called us Wolf. Think on that for a second. Why did he call us Wolf? And what is he to us? See if you can figure out who the demon of hatred is. I'm going to talk to this lady, and she's going to give a little bit of a hint.
Oh, you're still alive. You know, don't you? You know who the one-armed demon was before.
No.
I see. It might be better that way. What a fate. To be set ablaze in the fires of hatred and suffer eternally as a demon. You put an end to his misery. That's all it was. Some advice. The hatred he channeled has lost its vessel for now. The longer the fires of war rage on, the more ashen this world will become. That does not mean you should step into his place.
Okay. So, any guesses? Who have we met in this game that harbored a lot of hatred in his heart, and he was doing whatever he could just to stay sane and to try to keep that hatred at bay? Can you think of anyone? Anyone comes to mind? There happens to be one individual we have come across many a time during this playthrough who is suspiciously missing from his usual post. That is correct. The demon of hatred is the sculptor. he became the demon of hatred. If you remember from earlier in the game, he mentioned that he was about to become Shura, and that is why Ishin cut his arm off, was to deter him from becoming Shura. And he was carving all these Buddha statues to try to bring peace into his heart that harbored a lot of hatred. And what happened was, after this most recent invasion of Ashina, he went out to fight, and I think that the latent, burden of hatred that he was carrying in his heart was awakened fully, to which he transformed into the actual demon of hatred. And if you notice, the demon of hatred has that fire arm, which basically that takes the place of the arm that had been cut off from the sculptor. And so that's what we did. Was he was the demon of hatred, and he knew who he was. And at the end of the day, he was thankful that we put him out of his misery. But despite the sculptor no longer being here, we can still inspect this little stump, and we can still upgrade our prosthetic tools. So that's pretty nice. So this, let's see, for this, I'm just going to get one of these lapis lazuli based prosthetic upgrades. So for this, I need 3,000. So that means I need pretty much 1,500 sin to upgrade. So I can just use one of these, a bulging coin purse and a heavy coin purse, and that'll do it for me. And this will give us an achievement, I believe. So you get an achievement for upgrading at least one prosthetic all the way to its lazulite version. And then, of course, there's another trophy that you will obtain after upgrading every single one of these, after activating every single one of these upgrades. Okay. So that is literally all that there is to do in this game, except for fighting the last boss. So let us warp back to Ashina Castle, and we're going to go to the reservoir. And we are going to go back to where this journey began, and that is that big open field with all of the white flowers and whatnot, where we fought Genichiro the first time, right where we got our arm cut off. We returned to the scene of the crime, and that's going to be where we fight the final battle in this game. Just grapple over here. You don't got to worry about any of the enemies over there. I don't think there's any enemies on the way over here either. So just kind of run along, do your thing. Actually, there's an item down there, so might as well get it. Why not? Just some pellets, but you can never have too many pellets. Okay, so this is the last sculptor's idol in the game. And if you recall, Emma gave us the key to open up that door. So for the sake, let's see, first of all, I need to not forget to enhance my attack power. Because we are about to fight the last boss. So we can use the Hatred Demon Remnant. A man who failed to become Shura instead became a vessel for the flames of hatred. As fate would have it, he was bound stubbornly to this world. It wasn't until he became a demon that he was finally able to depart for the next. So again, kind of another reference to who the sculptor was, because he just barely failed to become Shura when Ishin cut off his arm. So that is the fate of the sculptor. For those of you familiar with Miyazaki's work, there's very rarely, if ever, a happy ending for anyone, and sculptor included, unfortunately, in this case. All that being said, I do want to save the ending for its own episode. So I know this one is kind of short and really just dedicated to that fight with the Demon of Hatred. But I just want to have the last boss and the ending on its own episode. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one here. And I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. Please join the squad by subscribing to the channel. Leave a like and a comment. Really all of that I know I've got such a small channel, really all of that helps more than you know. So appreciate you guys' viewership. Take care and have yourself a wonderful day. See you next time.